It was kind of refreshing to see that kind of characters. I've never seen people like that. There was this particular girl, I'm just gonna name her Anna, and so her energy was like that pick me. It gave me pick me vibes. Alex never brings us girls anymore. He just comes with his girlfriend. But it's a shame that we never got to really work out because of what I did. But then, it is what it is. My ex was using it. I just need to offload this embarrassment that I am. Hi besties, welcome to 2025 with your virtual bestie. Okay, you know how it is. I did promise you a part 2 of the story time, so I'm gonna have to give you a part 2. I can't wait any longer to offload the secrets. I just need to offload this embarrassment that I am, and I do hope that you enjoy listening to my embarrassing stories, because trust you me, it gets worse than this. If you think me drowning in that pool and everyone watching was worse, wait until you hear this part 2. Okay, so let's jump right straight into it. So 6 months after that drowning incident, I found myself single. You might wonder, okay, why did I find myself single? I found myself single because this guy was not, we were dating, we're exclusive as far as I knew, but he was cheating on me, and he was treating me badly, and he was emotionally like blackmailing me. He was hot and cold. Like, I couldn't tell whether he really wanted to be in a relationship with me or he didn't. So he was basically, let's just say it, put it out there, my ex was using me because I was a very naive girl. We really liked him like that. Like, I would give my liver to him, my kidney, my heart, everything to him, and he saw it and took advantage, and oh well, I broke up with him. So 6 months later, I was newly single, and I had started dating another guy, and let's just call him Alex. And Alex happened to be one of the OG boys in that friend group at that party. We had met at the party. We had met at that pool party where I almost drowned, and we had been friends for the past 6 months. We would talk and go on dates, on and off kind of thing. We're very honest with each other, me and Alex. So this is what happened. So one of the days, Alex was like, yo, we're very inseparable, really, if you think about it. Like, it's a shame that we never got to really work out because of what I did. But then, it is what it is. Anyways, so Alex, one of the days, he called me. I was at home, and he was like, yo, Shimei, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm not doing anything. He was like, do you want to go to the pool party at Avondale? I was like, guys, at this point, I should just pack my bags and stay at that house in Avondale, because they used to have pool parties every fortnight. If they were not having a pool party, people were going out somewhere. They were going to Nyanga or Kariba, wherever they were traveling. So, I was like, yeah, I'm not really doing anything, so you can come and get me. So he came, drove, picked me up, and we went to the pool party, and it was so much fun, because right about now, I now knew everyone in the pool party was like a friend of a friend of a friend. But someone that I was there were people who I was very familiar with. I was familiar with their girlfriends, I was familiar with their wives, because some of the guys would bring their wives, some of them would bring their side chicks, some of them would bring their hookups at that party, at that house. But I was very familiar with everyone, because I was a constant date. For Alex. Like, I was like one of the only girls he used to bring to the pool party ever since my incident of falling into the water. So anyways, so we're at the pool party, we're enjoying ourselves. I'm with my girls, not really my friends, but girls, people that I know. We're just having fun, and we're doing whatever we're doing. We're smoking, we're drinking, we're enjoying ourselves, we're in the pool. This time I don't go to the deep end, right? And there were these group of girls that were brought in by this guy who had been like a friend, or a guy who used to get girls for the other guys, for Alex's friends. He used to, let's just say it as it is, he was a pimp. So this guy is a pimp. Let's call him John. John brought in these girls from wherever he brought them for, of course, for obvious reason, to it must have been at the request of the guys at the party there. They're like, oh, we need new girls. These girls are too familiar. We've seen them. Alex never brings us girls anymore. He just comes with his girlfriend. But I wasn't exclusively dating him. Anyways, so these girls, they come in with a different energy. You know, like people who walk into a building and they give off main character energy. They give off like that, give me attention kind of energy. I wasn't a friend in this, like, with the OG girls that were there, we were just giving like chilled vibe. We didn't have any reason for us to be acting out, or reason to be shouting on tables, or reason to try to get this guy's attention, because we already got the attention, and we already knew that being the OG girls meant that we were always going to be frequenting those places a lot, so there's no need for us to act as if we were new at this game. So the new girls, they came in with different energy. They came in with that energy of like, Tuone, like, look at us, we are the East girls. We didn't have a problem with it. I personally didn't have a problem with it. First, I actually liked their characters. Them walking into the place like they owned it, them demanding for expensive alcohol that they didn't even know how to mix and stuff, then demanding Hennessy and Ciroc and all of this type of alcohol brands, and the host providing for them. And it was kind of refreshing to see that kind of characters. I've never seen people like that. There was this particular girl, I'm just gonna name her Anna. So Anna was like the ringleader of the new girls, and she came in with a different energy, and her energy was like a pick me. It gave me pick me vibes, like I want to live with a man vibes. So Anna targeted the guy that I've been dating, I mean Alex, of course, and she targeted Alex. And in the sense that when she came in, she went and hugged him. She was like all overly like touchy with him. She was dancing on him, grinding on him, twerking on him. Girlfriend, I did not even care. I was like wearing my shades, I was drinking my alcohol, and every girl, the OG girl around, were like, oh my god, why are you not saying anything? Look at that girl, look at what she's doing, your boyfriend. And I kept on reminding them and telling them that Alex is not my boyfriend. We're not yet exclusive, we're just dating each other, we're getting to know each other, so he can do whatever he wants. So Alex was very receptive of this girl's energy. Like he was responding, guys, and in a way it kind of like bruised my ego, because everyone was claiming me to be like this guy's girlfriend, and there he was twerking with this girl, touching this girl, doing things with this girl. Like, I don't know, they were just being all shifty, like in my face, literally. And I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be treated like this. I'm literally gonna start on business, so I'm not gonna let him have his cake and eat it. We might not be exclusive yet, but I'm not gonna allow him to treat me like trash. So whilst all of this drama and mini conflict is happening, I start to see part of the new girls cracking on with the OG boys, boys that were there, the boys that already had girlfriends, and the OG girls were livid. There was so much drama at that party. Like, that night is like crazy. The OG girl, they start going to their men and lining them up and asking them, why are you doing that? So it becomes like a very tension filled party. I get pissed off because whilst all of this drama is happening, I'm trying to like get to know what's happening, who's who, whatever, because one of the OG girls saw her man getting a number from the new girl, so she was not happy about that. So also I was trying to like calm her down and just talk to her and be like, no, it's not that deep, whatever. At the corner of my eye, I saw Alex kissing this girl, Anna. So I was like, I was hurt, to be honest. I was like, fuck, I haven't even kissed you yet, and she got to kiss you first. Great, amazing. So this is what I do. I take my phone, because remember, I'm tipsy, I'm drunk, and I'm like in this avengeful mood. I literally text my ex-boyfriend. Of all the people in the world that I thought of texting, I texted my ex-boyfriend, and I simply told him, can you please come and get me from this party? I am bored. When we were in a relationship, he never used to respond to my text. Like, he would literally respond to me like after 3 hours or whatnot. And for the first time in his life, that man responded to my text, and he was like, send a location. What the fuck are you, baby? And I sent him the location because I was still in the, my ego was bruised, remember? So, guys, I sent him the location, and the moment I do that, I'm like now happy. I'm like, I'm in that I don't give a fuck energy, because I know I'm anytime soon I'm gonna be out of this bullshit. And I know that the moment that I step out of like the gate, I'm literally gonna block Alex. I'm never coming to this parties again. He can do whatever he wanted with Anna. So once I like the moment I just sent the location to my ex, I switched off my phone. I just put my phone in my bag. Doesn't Alex come to me, because I think one of the OG girls had told him that I'd seen him kissing Anna. So he comes to me and he's like, oh, we need to talk. I need to tell you something. I was like, okay, talk to me, what's up? Then he was like, oh, I just need you to know that me and Anna, it's not that deep. She was coming onto me, I was just being flirty. She kissed me, I didn't kiss her. I don't like her, I like you. Everyone is telling me what I'm doing is bullshit. I wanted to apologize. And I was like, okay. I was just like, okay, cool, whatever. Because to me, in my head, I already told myself that I was not going to entertain Alex anymore. I was just gonna let go of the situation and get a move on. So he's like, yeah, so the other thing is I wanted us to talk about us. And I was like, yeah, remember, I'm not feeling this guy at this moment. He's like, I'm like, yeah, okay, Chini, what do you want to talk about? And it's like, I feel like we've known each other for such a long time, and everyone says that we've got great chemistry, and I was just thinking that you and me could be officially boyfriend and girlfriend. I literally laugh. I'm like, what the actual fuck? You want to make me your girlfriend under the circumstances? How do I even know that you are asking me to be your girlfriend because you want to, or not because your friends are forcing you to, or not, or maybe you're doing it because you have been rejected by Anna, and maybe you were advancing at her and she rejected you. Now you want to throw it in my face and be like, whatever. I said, no, she's being too flirty. You could even call her now. I was even telling her that I like you, whatever. So I'm not with this crap anymore. So I'm like to him, fine, whatever. Like, cool, whatever. And it's so funny how quickly I folded. But I was still angry, but I folded just for the sake of peace, because I don't like doing back and forth. Like, I'm not a confrontational person. I don't like arguing for more than 2 minutes. Like, if you have made your point across, and even if I'm still mad, I'll just tell you it's okay, whatever, we move on. That's the kind of person that I am, which is a bad thing, a very, very bad thing. So anyways, fast forward, I say to this guy, cool, about the girlfriend part, let's talk about it another day when we're both sober. Not like that, because I'm pretty much still pissed. So he says, cool, and then he goes to his group of friends to update them about the situation and just try to break the tension that was happening between the new girls and the OG girls. So the guy who had brought the new girls received complaints from the OG girls because a fight was about to break off, and the guy was announced to everyone at the party that he was going to be taking the new girls home. So everyone is celebrating, like, oh yeah, those girls should leave, they're bringing drama, they're bringing tension, don't bring those girls around us anymore. This is like the OG girls complaining. Once all of this is happening, doesn't my ex call? He tells me he's outside the gate. So I'm like, I suddenly remember all of a sudden that, oh my god, my ex, I told my ex where I am. So I packed my bags, and everyone's like, oh, where are you going? No, don't go because of these girls. So they think I'm leaving because of the new girls. So no, now there's more drama. And I'm like, people, no, I'm not leaving because of these new girls. I already made an arrangement, I'm going home. Now Alex starts throwing a fit. He's like, where the hell are you going? You're not going anywhere. Who are you going with? Whatever. He starts being all dramatic. He's like, hey, don't do this to me. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends. I'm like, embarrass you in front of what? What were you doing all throughout the night? He starts being dramatic, and my ex keeps on calling. He's like, I'm outside. So I tell my ex, I'm like, yo, these people don't want me to come out because they literally locked the gate. They locked the gate on me, and like, they were like, you're not going anywhere with this ex or boyfriend of yours. So I'm like, because I told him straight up, I'm like, my ex came to pick me up because he knew of my ex because we started talking to each other, like being friends and whatnot, whilst I was still with my ex. Literally, yes, whilst I was still with my ex. I didn't cheat on my ex, but we started talking. Like when I went to the pool party and I whatever drowned and whatever, that's when I started talking to Alex, and that's around the same time that my relationship with my ex was ending. Yeah. So he's like, oh no, you're not going to that guy. That guy hurt you. He's so toxic. And I'm like, you're doing the exact same thing. You're not toxic. But right now, I need to go home. I need to sleep. He's like, no, you're not going anywhere. So he takes my bag, takes my phone, and I'm usually stuck. So what I do is, I'm like, okay, what the hell do I need to do? Because my ex was the kind of person who was very temperamental. Like he is the person who doesn't have patience, the kind of person like who would become so dramatic of the smallest things. And I knew one way or the other it was either he was gonna call the police and be like my ex is being held hostage, or he was gonna jump and cause some commotion. I did not want that to happen. So I'm like to him, okay fine, I hear you. Let me go and talk to him and tell him that I no longer want him to pick me up. And Alex is like, cool. I'm like, cool. So I go to the gate and I tell my ex that I basically lied and told my ex that these guys were holding me hostage. They were not allowing me to come back. And he starts throwing a fit. He's like, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call this. I know this. I know this person. I know this person. I'm like, ooh, there's about to be drama in there. So in my head, I sort of like knew, like, it was gonna go down really dramatic and crazy because I had noticed that one of the new girls that had been brought in had brought in some drugs. So if my ex was gonna call the police and they were gonna do a raid, someone was gonna get arrested. So I was like, ooh, what do I need to do? So I called one of the OG girls. I'm like, hey girl, I'm a girl's girl. I'm gonna tell you what's up. I want to go home, and I want to go home with my ex. I don't want to see Alex anymore. I think everyone was seeing what was happening. I don't think it can work between us, but at the same time, I know he doesn't want his ego bruised because he has literally just told everyone that he loves me like that, and he wants to be in a relationship with me. But at this moment, I need some time to think. So she's like, okay, girl, what do you need? I was like, I need my bag and my phone. So it so happened that the OG girl had seen Alex hiding my stuff. So she went, took my stuff. She was like, girl, this is your stuff. Tell me what you need to do. I was like, girl, I need to jump over the gate. So I literally, with the help of my ex and that OG girl, if you're watching this story, you're an OG, you're a true one, you're a real one, you're a bad girl. They helped me to jump the gate. And I get stuck, like in the middle of the hedge. Because it was like a hedge kind of thing. Like I jump over the gate, right, and they help me and I jump over, and the moment I jump I hear Alex and there's a boy running towards the gate. Oh my god, I almost lost it. That was so embarrassing, guys. I literally jumped into my ex and tell him drive off, and this nigga drove off and he sped off. And I swear I could hear Alex cursing at the gate. I could hear him literally losing a fit. It was super crazy and super embarrassing because in my head I was thinking, oh my gosh, everyone is going to know about that and everyone is going to think that I have two guys at the party, but it wasn't like that. It was still embarrassing, but at the same time I don't even know if I did the right thing or not, but it was so crazy, guys. And then what's funny is that the moment I'm in the car, Alex starts calling my phone. He's like, what the fuck was that? Hey, you shouldn't have done that. All my friends are laughing at me. They think I'm a douchebag. After telling you that I like you, after telling you I want to be my girlfriend, this is the pool, this is the stunt that you pull, you run off with your ex. He starts cursing. Doesn't my ex take the phone and start, they literally go on for like a minute. They're like, he starts shouting at him, he starts shouting at me. I'm just saying, I'm like, I've never had guys fight over me. That's so crazy. It's like that hot. This is hot. It was so crazy for a minute. And then I think his airtime finished, and then the call stopped, and I'm literally now like at the gate of my house, and my ex is like, okay, so tell me what's going on with this guy. So I tell him everything. I literally tell him everything. I'm like, this is really whatever happened. And my ex was like, no, you can't be with this guy because he's toxic. He's likely gonna cheat on you. And I look at him like, look at you calling the cat hole black. You literally did the same thing to me when we were in our relationship. And he's like, no, I'm sorry. But he tries to be like, Mr. Nice Guy. Because he was trying to get some, you know how it is. So I'm like, no, thank you for rescuing me. Adios. I say goodbye to him. I get into my house. And the worst thing happened is that, Alex, you would think after everything, like all the shouting, the ranting, and everything else, you would think a guy would then block me and be like, I'm done with her and whatever. Like how I had told myself that I'm done with him anyways. This guy woke up and he was outside my gate the following morning, and he had flowers and he was saying sorry for what happened last night. I was like, this is crazy. It was super crazy. It's funny. We never got to officially be boyfriend and girlfriend because it was so chaotic. Like we're not the right fit for each other. It was never gonna work. There was so much mistrust. There was so much drama at the beginning of when we were dating, and when we wanted to be exclusive, it just got worse. It got complicated. But that night has to be in the top 2 of my most embarrassing nights again. I never want to experience that. Like, I don't like drama. I don't like confrontation. I like fights. I don't even like the idea that I jumped over a gate, running away from a guy that I was dating and running after an ex. That's embarrassing, guys, if you think about it. It is. But if you thought this was dramatic, wait until you hear part 3 of the story. Because it gets worse. It does. So thank you guys for watching and supporting me through all this storytime series. I actually do love making these videos, the storytimes. I actually do. People don't realize it, but I actually do. I actually love doing storytimes other than the other content that I do. Because I feel like you're not gonna judge me. And even if you do, I really don't care. I'm just putting my stuff out there for the internet. Yeah. But I do appreciate your support, and I thank you so much for watching me. I thank you for the subscribers. Like, I recently got an update that I've got 150 subscribers now. I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. We're really becoming YouTubers now. This is like legit. I literally have 150 people who are subscribed to this channel, and they're like, we fuck with your shit. So that's some good shit. So keep supporting me, and you know what? You never know. One of these days, man, we'll be millionaires and I'll share all my millions with my besties. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I can't wait for you to see and hear and watch the part 3 of this series, because it only goes a downhill from here. So from your bestie, your virtual bestie, Simply Charmaine, bye for now.